Is he the gay best
Now,
friend?
they don't say it,
We're just gonna
but
pretend
he's
he is.
sensitive musician and kind of bitchy, so
I like it.
it's not
He is kind of
impossible.
bitchy. He is kind of bitchy. Oh, he's like cool,
Look
hip. Yeah,
about
he's like,
him.
don't call me
Yeah.
professor, call me Chad or something, right? Like, no.
Call me Chad. I would be so mad. Break my fucking property like that. Do you have any idea how hard it is to replace
A whole
windows?
window? That's a framing thing, baby.
So what? My living room now has a hole in it?
You have a big black trash bag over that window for a few days.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
What do you want? Tonight on Murder, She Wrote.
How dare you interrupt my rehearsal? You
Ooh,
know
I
that.
love a glass break.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Dramatic, dramatic. And look at this
very.
cavalcade of Golden Girl stars.
I know.
It's
Wow,
so
what an
funny.
embarrassment of riches here,
Indeed.
and a little
Oh,
shortchanged in other ways.
well, yeah, we'll
You
get
know.
into the specifics.
Hmm.
Well, I'm Victor Devon,
I'm petrified, and
and this
this
is
is Tonight
Tonight on
on
Murder,
Murder,
She
She
Wrote.
Wrote.
As
Oh,
I have been saying all season, Petra, this is the season of experiments, and this
sure
is
is.
one of their biggest so far. A
Yeah,
huge gamble, in my
back to the
estimation.
lab here. Yep, absolutely.
This
It
is
is a gamble,
episode 14 of season 3, Murder in a Minor Key.
but does the gamble
And
pay off? Is le question.
how minor is that key? Like,
How minor is that key? I'm
how loose
thinking like
is your
a
goose?
a
Our
C
goose is
sharp
totally
minor,
loose.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna lean on you for this because you're the
Okay.
musician in the family. So
Sure.
I don't know a lot of the specifics here.
I shall
But
impart all of my wisdom onto you and our listeners today.
we start off somehow just in Jessica's house, and
Hmm.
Jessica's greeting us as she walks down the stairs in this angle I don't think we've ever seen before.
No, it's strange. And actually, I love her staircase. It's like a
It's
big cedar
very,
box.
yeah, it's narrow.
Hmm.
It looks actually a little dangerous, frankly.
As they are in those Cape
Um,
Cods.
yeah, well,
Slippery,
because
yeah.
it's very like historical looking. This whole
Uh-huh.
building is very much like if you've ever been to a like George Washington slept here kind of place.
Yeah,
They all have
totally.
that distinctive smell and
Hmm.
they all have that look.
It's like dust, mothballs, and old perfume. Also, somebody broke their back on those stairs.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely. And I like this old, so she immediately sits down in front of this very ornate fireplace with this peacock. I don't know what you call what is the shield? Screen, I guess.
What do they call those? Grates or
I guess
something?
it's a fire screen.
Yeah,
Yeah, something
fire
like it.
screen. Yeah, and
Um,
she's wearing the longest, weirdest
I
dress,
know.
muumuu,
It's
nighties.
kind of a nightgown.
Yeah,
It's like a house dress. I guess that's what they would have called a
I
house
guess
dress back in the
so.
day.
But boy, every inch of her is covered, except for those cute little feet on her.
Well, because she's got to show off the
These
marabou
little,
mules.
these little slippers
Her
with fur on
bedroom
them. Or are
slippers.
those ostrich feathers?
It's she's got to have a little whimsy, just a little whimsy.
I mean,
Um,
frankly, this whole opening segment is full of whimsy, and it's very odd. Like the things she
it
talks
is.
about, the things she's doing, it's almost uncharacteristic of her.
She's about to sit down and tell us a Christmas carol. Like
Yeah,
it's that
it's
kind of
very
like
Christmas special. Yeah, get your hot cocoa ready, sit by the fire, and let me tell you how
I do
satanic
love.
burgles your house.
I
Yeah.
think we've mentioned it before when we've seen her fireplace before. There's this photo of a woman in olden times, and that I think we've
Hmm.
identified as her actual mother, is Angela
Yeah,
Lansbury's actual mother.
right.
Um, and I guess everything else does sort of look similar. I mean, I've rewound it a couple of times just to get some of the details. You see, like the
Hmm.
Gorton's fisherman
Oh
jacket that
yeah.
she wears when she goes out with Seth.
Yeah, the
There's a picture of
Shakespeare,
her and Frank. Yes,
stupid
such a
Shakespeare
nerd.
picture. It's not even
Such a
like a
nerd.
small picture, it's like fully one whole wall.
Huge. It's
Yeah.
huge. It's larger than the photo of her and Frank. This brush broom, like a fireplace broom that has never been used. It looks like it's made out of horsehair. It has
No,
it is the
never.
cleanest ever.
This
And
is
this tiny
this is
little
a decorative
owl,
item. This is not useful in any shape, way, or form.
this little owl tchotchke, which is very cute. I don't know, it's very
You know
yeah.
what she's
Uh,
missing is a nice cup of tea at her end table. Why is that not there?
frankly, frankly.
Let's set the scene if
Um,
we're gonna set the scene here.
well, because she's here for a bit, right? Isn't she reading
Yeah.
her manuscript? Is that
Is
what
it her
the
manuscript or is it somebody else's manuscript that she's supposed to proofread? She also tells us she's the world's worst proofreader, and I'm like, I don't buy it. Maybe we should hear
I
her.
think,
Maybe we should hear her
yeah,
introduce this episode for us because it's hard to contextualize it otherwise.
there we go.
Well, let's get down to business. You know, I'm really very pleased with this story, the way it's turned out. It's a neat little puzzle involving some young students at a Southern California university. Michael Prentice is a bright budding music composer, and I'm afraid we put him in trouble right away. His best friends are a very soft-spoken young law student from the deep South, Chad Singer, and a rather quirky young lady from New York named Jenny Coopersmith. But I am getting ahead of myself. It started out one spring evening when, as usual, our trio of comrades arrived at a favorite campus hangout for a couple of
Lap
hours of
dissolves.
And
relaxation.
that's it. Murder in a
Now
minor
we do
key.
get her
Now.
again
Several
because
times actually.
this framing device, um, she does it as sort of like a to remind us that this is a mystery and that we should be able technically to solve it. Some mysteries are not meant to be solved by the reader or the watcher.
Hmm.
In this case, we are, in theory, given all of the information that we're supposed to be able to solve.
And we are. We are.
I gotta
But
tell you, I've seen this episode a number of times, and it still is just a little murky to me. So
I mean I
we're gonna
watched
work
it
through it.
with some laser pointed eyes at it. So I hope I
Mm,
gathered it all and I can guide us through if necessary. But okay, so right off the bat we have these three characters, Michael,
mm.
Chad,
And
and Jenny
Jenny,
Cooper Smith. I have to say Jenny Cooper Smith because it's a fun name and
it
kudos to
is.
whoever
It's a
came up
little
with that.
much,
Well done. Uh,
and that is, of course,
played
Dinah
by,
Manoff.
yeah,
Yeah.
we love Empty
Um,
Nest,
Golden
Marty
Girls,
from
Grease,
Greece. Yep,
and she also has a sizable role in one of my favorite little known gems from the 80s, Bloodhounds of Broadway, which Madonna, Rucker Auer, Grady Quaid, Matt Dillon, Jennifer Grey, a whole bunch of folks
for
are
sure.
in. But it really, and it's based on like the short stories of David Runyon, the same guy who did Guys and Dolls.
Sure.
So it's all very episodic and
M-
noir, and it's
Mobster
incredibly charming.
Noir City. Yeah.
And I absolutely recommend everyone check it out. And she plays the wife of a gangster, and she's pretty fantastic in it. She gets a great couple of scenes in a bathtub.
She's fantastic. I mean, ooh, in a bathtub. Ooh,
Indeed,
salacious.
indeed.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, speaking of salacious, like right off the bat, we learn that she and Brad are sorry, Chad are a couple, and they have a very active sex life out of wedlock, which I thought
Yeah.
right away is like a great way to set this as kind of a progressive environment.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love that Jessica defines her as quirky. That's how she
Yeah.
calls Jenny quirky.
Would you call her quirky based on the performance? I don't
Not
know.
particularly,
I think
not
she's just
particularly,
cool
but
and smart and
yeah,
bright and fun to watch.
she certainly is more progressive and therefore interesting than a lot of the other folks here who are a little
Yeah.
bit more staid and
Hmm.
I don't know, small town. She's the worldly one.
She is the worldly one. Well,
So,
and
which
Jessica
therefore
told
means
us
she's
that,
slutty.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
worldly
I
and
mean, yeah,
goes without
typically
saying.
she's the city mouse. So she's the one who is going to bring her wicked city woman ways to
Well, when there's so much to choose from, have a feast, right?
uh well, they were at this little corner tavern
Yeah.
where a pianist was playing music from a upcoming Broadway uh production. The
Hmm.
song is called The World Belonged to Me. And one of the gentlemen recognizes it
This
as
is
his own
Michael. He's our
composition.
third. Yeah.
The
Because
third wheel.
he's a music. Yeah, truly. Is he the gay best
Now,
friend?
I mean, they don't say it,
We're just gonna
but
pretend
he's
he is.
sensitive musician and kind of bitchy, so
I like it.
it's not
He is kind of
impossible.
bitchy. He is kind of bitchy. Uh, Also, I like this lady playing the piano who's like, "Hey, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just playing some music here." She doesn't sound like that.
I know
She's
how
a
to
lovely
play it as
lady.
best I
Yeah,
can.
yeah. Uh, but he
And he
recognizes
sits
this
down
piece
to
of
prove his
music
point.
as
Yeah.
his. Yeah, and he's gonna, from memory, play the tune.
And
Um,
she's startled
can you
because
imagine being in this situation and like just being out with your buds and be like, why is my work out there? Like
I know. They're actually they
he,
do a similar convention as this in a future episode of Murder, She
Mhm.
Wrote, where Jessica this time is out with a guy and they hear a piece of music that the guy recognizes, and
Yeah.
there's a whole thing. But it's funny that if you had two nickels, that's still not a lot of nickels, but it's funny it's happened twice.
On
Um,
one show.
but he
Yeah,
knows,
absolutely.
what is it, Michael, you said? He
Michael.
knows
Yep.
who stole his music, and it turns out to be Blanche Devereaux's brother-in-law and husband.
Oh, George Grizzard.
Yeah.
Oh, George. He's his teacher. He's his
Yes.
composing teacher. So theoretically, Mike turned in this piece of music as an assignment, and the teach decided to sell it off, steal it and sell it off.
I love
Which
that
is
he's wearing his bow tie undone as an ascot. It's not an undone bow tie. He's actually twisted it to be like an ascot.
it's just to show that he's relaxed and cash, right? Not too formal.
He's the
I don't know.
criminologist.
It's a weird choice. It is a weird choice. Um, he is despicable in this episode too.
He
Like a
absolutely is.
real nasty piece of work.
He was a bit of a sleazebag in the desert archaeology episode, but he
Yeah.
was by no means
He was a
evil.
fop in that
Here,
one. Yeah.
right.
Here
Here, he's dastardly.
he's
He's
fucking over
dastardly.
many people and using his power to sort of keep him where he is.
It's a hard role, and I appreciate his commitment to it because he is
Yeah.
relishing it.
Oh, sure. Eating up all the scenery.
And he's being threatened with a tuning fork,
Yeah, Mike is threatening him with a tuning fork.
which he just happened to have on his desk.
Also, that tuning
And
fork is giant. Do you know how big tuning
it
forks generally are?
it
Like
didn't
the
look
size
natural.
of like a dessert spoon. This
That
one
looks
is
like
like the size of a
gynecological
ruler.
equipment.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like a
I,
protractor.
I've actually never seen a tuning fork that big, and I've been in music for 25 years. So I don't know if this is just an old thing or if they actually do exist in other environments musically, but it honestly
It
feels
may not
like
be a
they
real
made
one. It may be a
something up
novelty
for
one.
the show. Yeah.
It might be like a letter opener.
Ooh,
Like
what
it
if it's
might
like an
be
award or
just
something, right?
right.
Yeah.
It might
But
just
we
be
already had a
stylized that way.
stabby award episode, so we have to pretend this is just a tuning fork. Meanwhile, another professor, Harry Papazian, love that name. He
Mm.
overheard this argument and saw
And
Mike
that would be
holding this
Rene
tuning fork.
Auberjonis.
Yeah, I like him.
Rene Auberjonis is a lot of fun. I don't know if you're familiar with
Mhm.
his work in Star Trek Deep Space Nine,
Yeah,
but he
absolutely.
is and of course he is Louis the chef in The Little Mermaid.
Yes. He has a really
That's his
lovely
range.
presence on screen. Even when he's kind of a gross character, I still like watching him. And he's
Yeah,
kind of a
yeah.
gross character here, right?
An opportunist. They're all like the
Sure.
academia world here is rife with spoilage. Like
I
they're
mean,
all kind of dicks.
every professional in this academic environment have none of them have any ethics whatsoever.
Mm-mm,
Not
mm-mm.
a single one. Not the dean, not the assistant professor, not this guy head of department. They're all sleaze.
And in this very manicured lawn, we get to the house of George Grizzard,
Mhm.
and I have that glass. I have that wine glass.
Tea, really?
I think I do. I think I do.
Well, cheers to that, mate.
Um, I have a habit of collecting one wine glass or one cocktail glass of a different size
Mm,
or shape because I like, the
sure.
Rocky Horror Alice in Wonderland of it all.
Uh-huh. I mean, similarly, whenever I go to a bar and restaurant that has like a cute pint glass with a cute print on it,
Uh-huh.
I'll find a way to slip that in my bag and add it to my
Oh,
collection.
I didn't get that wine glass ethically, but uh,
Speaking of ethics, right? There are
but
no
he's
ethics
at
here.
the breakfast table with his long-suffering wife. You need a long-suffering wife.
Absolutely.
It's
Only
a
6 months.
necessary
They've been married for
component.
six years or something, or have they been married a long time? She says something about 6 years. Maybe that's when things went sour. But
Well,
this is
long-suffering
Christy.
doesn't have to be literal. She's just hyperbolically long-suffering.
Well, fair.
Her motivations in this, she's just so cranky because she's mad at him. I will not be treated like one of your students, she says.
Well, she fully says that he goes away and doesn't answer the phone, and he'll say shit like, "I told you I don't want to be disturbed." Like, you're married to this bitch.
You
You're
don't
gonna
get to
take her
do
phone
that.
call? What the heck?
You
This is
just don't get to do that.
one of the worst marriages we've seen so far here.
There was, what we were watching, the husband and I were watching something. I don't remember what it was, but one of the characters was just decided to leave for a couple of days. And he was like, what? I was just gone. And I'm like, can you imagine, babe, if one of us did that, it would
Just
be
disappear?
insanity. It's
You'd be
just
talking to
insanity.
law enforcement, you'd be reaching out to all your friends, you'd be putting up posters, and then they just show up, "Hey, yeah, went to the beach for a few days."
I was
What?
out. Yeah. All
I mean,
right.
I
Like,
suppose there are some people who live that way, but oi,
I
oof.
think we have another return visitor,
Oh yeah.
or maybe she's not a return visitor yet.
Not yet.
Maybe
She comes back in season 4, I
she
think.
does.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Where she's a little
is
bit meatier.
who is this is Jennifer Holmes as Reagan Miller.
Already, we have a lot of characters here.
I know, we're getting deep and dirty here. Oh, ooh. Um, excuse me, excuse me.
Beg your pardon. Oh, now
Oh,
there is some campus unrest,
okay.
transacom interference. All right, we have a subplot here.
Uh-huh. Look at these protest signs.
The right
These are
to
the
learn.
prettiest, nicest protest signs I have
I
ever seen in my
know.
life. This is one person's hand in a set shop.
I know. Well, you know what it is?
Uh,
Whenever there's a rally, a lot of Republicans say, "Oh, they're just paid protesters." This
mhm.
looks like a
This is
protest.
this is exactly that. And we have Michael Jacoby. Is that right? Michael Jacoby?
Yes,
Yeah. Scott Jacoby, sorry. Scott
AKA.
Jacoby.
Oh, right, because he plays Michael in
Right.
Michael's Bornak,
Michael Spornak.
uh, in The Golden Girls.
He's very attractive in this. And of course, we've seen him in the Golden Girls, but for some reason, he reads better on camera here to me. And he's
He's
just
a
incredibly charming
squalling
and
little
good looking.
brat on The Golden Girls. Like
Yeah.
he's an attractive older man, professor type.
Is he?
Like
No, I think he's like a newspaper. He's on the student newspaper or something. Is he
right,
an
but he's got
advisor or
like that
something?
collegiate
Yeah.
kind of
Oh, he's like cool,
look
hip. Yeah.
about
He's like,
him.
don't call me
Yeah.
professor, call me Chad or something, right? Like, no.
Call me Chad. And he was just speaking with, was it the dean?
Some kind of dean, yeah. Or Chancellor, Vice Chancellor Simon,
Tom
played by another
Hallick.
character, Tom Hallick, who is gorgeous.
Now I just want to check something on
Gorgeous.
him because he is also one of those very handsome older gentlemen, sitcom and TV drama familiarity.
This man is
And
so attractive. He is the epitome,
he
and
also
I'm not
does,
really
okay.
like a
He does appear in later episodes too. Okay. I was like,
yeah,
I know
yeah,
that face
yeah.
in this, but not, I don't remember it as him. Right, right,
But
right.
this is tall, dark, and handsome, like
Oh
epitome. And I'm
yeah.
not really about that necessarily, but if you fit the bill, baby,
I
um,
mean, why limit yourself?
why limit yourself? You said it before, the
Um,
Baskin Robbins.
yes, give yourself some 32
Some
flavors.
variety. So this protest is
Um,
going on outside. Mike has shown up at this college to try to find his music. He's trying to get the original piece of music back so he can prove that it's his. And
that
of
it was
course,
stolen.
stolen by
Yeah.
Professor Tyler Stoneham. Tyler
Not just
Stoneham.
even because it wasn't even just plagiarized, it was straight up note for note.
Yeah.
And it was then sold to a Broadway production.
under an
And
alias too.
yeah,
So there's like
yeah,
it's hard to track that.
which is already a little confusing because most Broadway shows have a single composer unless they're a jukebox
Yeah.
musical. So it's already kind
It's
of
it's very odd. This is
unusual.
very again, we're out of time here. This is like a 1920s everybody throws something in the pot
Yeah,
musical, right? Um,
yeah.
but also in what world? Because there's a lot of like, I'll pay you 5 grand for that song, baby. 5 quick bucks. And everyone's like, yeah, money, money. And I'm like, Broadway? Nobody has money in Broadway. No one's throwing around money
Well,
like that in Broadway.
for a song, for a
No,
yeah.
for a ballad,
Uh,
for their 11
yeah,
o'clock number. So I think the this is fiction,
yeah,
the way the
yeah.
industry works
And
here.
it is notable, we didn't get to it yet, but that composition that's in that Broadway show, there's indication that this is not the only piece that Grizzard has stolen
Right,
for that show.
right.
Which actually that means like the rock goes all the way to the producers and the financiers of the show. Like they're intentionally
Oh
um
yeah.
seeking out new music from this guy
The
and
whole
don't
chain of
care where they
command
get
is
it from.
spoiled. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Not
And
good.
it is interesting for a mob boss type situation to be like this, but
Hmm.
it is kind of fun.
Why not,
It's
right?
nice to know that it like we can go from like fixing horses to something like this. This is nice.
I mean,
Um
you've seen Bullets Over Broadway, right?
I had a long time ago. It's
Diane
one of those ones
Wiest.
that was a little hard to
Yeah.
find for a long time.
Oh, sure. It's a little obscure, isn't it?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
took me a long time to find Manhattan
Yeah.
Murder Mystery too, because
Hmm.
that hasn't been in print. And I know, Woody Allen
Yeah.
notwithstanding,
Sure.
but I don't he's another one who's gonna have a legacy that's so complicated that when he dies, I don't know if people are going to rush to find his stuff again. But there's some
Yeah.
really good stuff in there,
It's too bad
alas.
because some of the performances in that in particular from Jennifer Tilly and Diane Wiest are
Hmm.
just
Hmm.
exceptional. So
Is that
worth looking
another
into.
Mia Farrow or is that after
I
the
think that's after
divorce?
the Mia Farrow era. Yeah.
Okay.
Because that was in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. And I think
Yeah, but they were
things shit had hit the
together
fan.
until like
Well, let's
91,
see.
I think.
Bullets
Audience at
Over
home,
Broadway. It's actually
where,
94.
well, there you have it.
Yeah. So John Cusack, Diane Wiest, Jennifer
Oh, yeah.
Tilly. Yeah. Edie Falco's in it. Wild. Anyway, back to Broadway at School. Uh, so there's this whole convoluted section here where Mike is like hiding out, waiting to go into Stonham's office to find his music. It's
Hmm.
dark. The protest is going on outside, so it's super loud. You can't hear a lot. He goes into his office, starts looking for his music, and his security guard comes in, turns on the light, and oh, Stoneham is
What's his
stabbed.
name has been stabbed with a tuning fork. That
Not a lot of
aggressive.
blood.
Oh, we have
Very,
another
very
Jessica moment.
cozy.
Let's have
Ooh,
her.
yes, let's
Let's
do
have
it.
her.
Wrap it up for us.
Just give us get it
Summarize.
from the mouth.
Poor Michael. Fate
She's
was
getting her
really
tea.
conspiring against him.
About time.
Not due to his musical compositions missing from the files, but Professor Stoneham was in no condition to tell him where they'd gone. Of course, that was the least of his troubles. As soon as the security officer, Mr. Hargrove, entered the office, he immediately added 2 and 2 and came up with 5. The police were summoned, and Michael was herded off to a jail cell at police headquarters.
There we go. See,
Yeah.
she helps us out. She helps
She
us
does.
out.
And this is where we sort of establish who the protagonists of the episode are, right? Because we don't
Yeah,
really
we're
know
getting
until
yeah.
this moment. We're getting our Jessica stand-ins now and her co-detectives. And that
Mm,
is Chad and Jenny.
Jenny.
Jenny Coopersmith.
Which thank God we have Jenny, because Chad really doesn't do it for
Yeah.
me in this episode.
No, it- Jenny is fantastic, and Chad is a little bit of a letdown. She also said that he was from the deep, deep South, and there's no indication whatsoever that he's from the deep,
No,
deep South. So I don't know
no.
what that was even for. He doesn't have an
Bad,
accent.
bad.
He doesn't reveal anything about himself.
I wonder if because they clearly filmed these completely separately,
Yeah.
because there was no reason to do it. at the same time. And one of the reasons that we have this is because Angela Lansbury was already starting to get a little weary of the schedule
Hmm.
of television,
Yeah.
um, of modern television at that, because obviously the demand was a lot different back in the day,
Yeah.
even when she would do like guest spots or things like that. But I wonder if so much of that was filmed either so separately that they didn't pay attention to that in casting.
Yeah.
And they were like, no one will notice. We don't want to have a reshoot. It's fine.
I mean, it's fine if that's where he's from, but it has no bearing whatsoever. So it's funny that they included that in the writing and it's
Mm.
just not here. But, whatever. Um, oh, another character.
Oh, it's Herb Edelman
Hey, oh,
looking
Stanley.
dapper.
He looks great, right?
To
He's
think
always
that
so
we first
schlubby as
saw him.
Stan, right?
Yeah. Well, and even in this show, like he's sort of like a disheveled
Hmm.
detective or a bus driver or something.
Yeah,
Here, he's intimidating and
he
he's meant to
is.
be.
Much more fast talking. He brings a lot of gravitas to his scenes.
Hmm.
He's fun. He's not in it a lot, but he
He
definitely brings something to
looms.
the table.
He's
Yeah.
just there to loom
You
and
certainly
sort of
wonder what he
create,
has to do with it.
right?
Yeah.
Because he has nothing to do with the college.
Yeah.
And he's showing up after the murder,
Yeah.
which doesn't mean that he
Um,
wasn't there before, but it's we very rarely are introduced to people in this
right.
in that way. A lot of three-piece suits in this.
I'm exhausted. My neck is itchy just looking at it. So they're talking to Chancellor Simon. I don't know. This is just sort of the beginning work, right? Like let's start investigating all these people.
Well,
Um,
because it's another situation where the guy who's dead, everyone hated. So
exactly.
it's a who wouldn't kind of
Lots of suspects
situation.
here, right? I mean,
And to
what
a
we also
degree,
didn't
actually, and
mention,
we spend well, just really quickly, we spend a lot of
yeah,
time on campus for the end result to not really have a whole lot to do with campus. So it's an interesting diversion on the writing to
it's a
give us all of this
device.
backstory.
Yeah. It's almost like they put it on campus so that they could have a protest that could create some sort of distraction for the crime to
Mm,
happen, right? But other than
hmm.
that, it's not terribly important that it takes place on a campus. This could take place in any place where work is stolen,
They had the set.
frankly.
They were ready to go.
Although this
And
does
that's
look
sort of
like a
the
music school to me, frankly.
oh sure, I probably
Yeah.
was actually. I didn't
Yeah.
I usually I look up where these things were filmed, but
Yeah.
that's part of the fun of doing a mystery of the week situation is like where can we set the scene? Like
Hmm.
where else can we go? And we hadn't been to a college
Yeah.
campus that Jessica
Yeah.
wasn't also at. So why not?
Well, and I will say, I mean, I know that this episode gets a little maligned for the Jessica presence and what they're trying to do, but I will say when I was watching it, there was something a little refreshing about sort of the young college energy of it all, without there
Mm,
being like, without us having to find a reason for Jessica to be there, which always feels a little flimsy, and it
hmm.
continues to feel more and more flimsy as the seasons go on, frankly.
Hmm.
So in that respect, I kind of appreciated it.
Of the Jessica introduction only episodes, there are two that I genuinely
Yeah.
like a lot, like that I actually like will intentionally rewatch again
Hmm.
and go back to. One is Not for a While, and it stars June Havoc. It's
Oh
the Grand
yeah.
Old Lady ship one, which I really like.
Sure.
But that again is carried by older actors, a
Right.
certain sensibility.
Right.
So when you remove Jessica, who very often is sort of like an antiquated perspective in a modern universe
Hmm.
situation, or the only one who can look at an antiquated sort of she's then the modern thinker when she goes to another like small town where
Hmm.
there's civil unrest or there's what have you. She has to be us. So to not have her as us, this episode doesn't really provide an us.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting way of going around things because things happen without characters being there to
Yeah.
see. So there's no, we see things that they don't.
It's very
And I,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, and so sort of right on top of that, I still don't know who carries this episode. when we have Angela Lansbury in an episode and we have her through line, it's very
That's what I
clear.
mean.
She comes to the table with the presence and the work and the resume and frankly the acting powerhouse to carry the episode. Here it's really divided among all these characters. You could say it's Jenny, you could say it's Chad, you could say it's George Grizzard as Stoneham because he has such a big presence. But it's hard to decide who I'm really latching onto as my storyteller here.
Well, and I think that's what makes it a little flat.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
because that's I mean it's meta
yeah.
because
Well,
it's her telling us a story and it being acted out for us.
mhm,
If this was a novel, that wouldn't necessarily be unusual because people
mhm.
write novels all the time where they just tell you what happens
In that
in
tense,
this room and
sure.
then what happens
Yep.
in this room.
From the third person.
Um,
Yep.
in television, that's unusual.
Yeah. We're missing the first person perspective here, I guess.
We
And
really are.
part of it is they separate the Jessica role into these two characters, Chad and Jenny. And frankly, I think it would have been more successful. And I think Chad is supposed to be sort of the primary force here, but I think Jenny would have been a better choice. I think she's a
She's the
better
Watson.
performer.
He's the
Yeah.
Holmes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um,
Because he's the one who actually goes out. She is fairly passive. She makes phone calls.
she does things behind the scenes. We follow
Hmm.
him while he investigates the suspects. And again, I wish it had been her. And
Sure.
nothing against this actor. I think he's actually perfectly good in this, especially if since he's theoretically carrying the episode, he does a pretty damn good job in The
On
Shadow
board.
of Angela
But I get
Lansbury.
you.
But
I'm less enthusiastic
um,
about him, but
but don't get me wrong, I don't think it's spectacular, but I think he's a nice neutral presence, and that's how, as far as I'm concerned, this is a showcase for the other guest stars who are older. Like right now,
yes.
he's at Stoneham's house to talk to
The
his
Widow
the
Stoneham.
widow wearing this. God, look at her. She looks
So
fabulous.
I the belt,
Fabulous.
the brooch,
Oh, this
the
green jade and gold
the
brooch on this
collar.
black, this thick, tight, teeny tiny little
Yeah,
waist. This woman was a model.
it's
Um,
fantastic.
but she's
It's
interesting. Can we
fantastic.
actually hear what she says here? I'd love to hear their
Yeah.
conversation.
He told me he was waiting for Harry Papazian to drop off the galley proofs of his new book, and then he'd be right home. I told him we could have a late supper together.
About what time was this?
I was watching television, some comedy show. It started at 9:30.
Some comedy show.
I watch a lot of television.
I
So
watch a
sad.
lot of television.
At the commercial break. So I suppose that would put it at about 9:45.
So she reminds me a lot of Terry Garr, actually. She has a lot of very similar features.
Oh, she's
And one of the reasons I
bingo.
think she's able to handle this sort of severity in the collar is because she's already been dressing like an Ingalls Wilder because she's a Little House on the
Hmm.
Prairie actress.
Hmm. Oh, is she?
Yes, she's an Ingalls. Yeah,
No way.
yeah.
She kind of
And
this character is a little meek, right? She's a little soft-spoken,
there's
meek,
a dignity
railroaded,
to her,
right?
but
But a
yes.
dignity, yes, sure. She stands tall, but she's almost like the wounded hero or something. I'm not sure. Uh, I like the way she plays this part, and I like her a lot too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her. And I like because she appears later because she's necessary uh to be a through line because she's married to
Hmm.
the victim. So
Yeah.
her involvement is necessary no matter what.
Hmm.
But the her involvement in the final confession scenes is really uh touching, actually.
Very. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be fun to talk about when we get there. Um,
Well, we're on our way because we
yeah, we're
have
getting there.
20 minutes left. What we figured out
Well, Chad also
is
just mentioned like, wow, this is a
yeah,
nice house. I don't know a professor that has a house like this. So indicating that money's coming in from elsewhere too. And oh, look who walks down the stairs. That sexy son of a bitch vice chancellor. Oh,
Yeah, because
these
and
these two
and
beautiful
guess what?
people.
He's got the jacket off and the vest unbuttoned, which means
Mhm.
they were canoodling.
Her hubby
Oh,
just died, and they've been stupping.
we have a Jessica reiteration, and we see a little bit of the parakeet.
Dean
Well,
Simon
look at
claimed that
that.
he and Christine Stoneham were
Is that
jealous.
Francesca's parakeet?
Why was he hiding in the other room? When Chad questioned the bereaved widow about the identity of Alden Gilbert. If you ask me, it was hanky-panky of the highest order.
If you ask her,
Meanwhile,
You know.
back on campus, the assistant
she wrote this, right?
librarian, Harry Papazian, was receiving some very good news.
Right, and she hasn't
Yes, sir.
actually specified that. Abby,
And
I think we're meant to believe this is her work, right?
I guess. I mean, maybe she did say it at the beginning and we just weren't paying attention.
What?
Um,
She really didn't actually specify.
yeah,
She just says,
I
"I'm
don't
really
think
happy
so.
with the story."
She said she had to proofread it. And that's why I was like, is this somebody else? Anyway, doesn't matter.
I think she
Convoluted.
was doing her own final checks, but
Weird bits.
we'll get back to it.
We'll go back to it, yeah, when we circle
We'll
back.
cycle back.
Oh, now Herb Edelman is searching for this music too because he needs it. Oh, by the way, Alden Gilbert was the alias that Tyler used.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and I love that Herb Edelman's character here. His tweed coat has a cape. I love it.
He's a little flamboyant, right?
Yeah,
Like part
yeah.
of me wants to think he's one of
He's in the
us, one
theater.
of us, one of
He's
us.
in the theater.
Yeah. But uh Papazian has just been made head of the department now and catches Herb looking for this music. And of course, they're all sleazy, so Herb says, "Hey, I'll pay you if you can find the songs." And
We
this
just
guy's
have
just
that
on
much money.
board.
He's got so much money.
He doesn't even think about it. He's like, "Okay, yeah, I'll break the law. I'll be unethical. No problem. 5K,
Well,
you got it."
he wants a
He
house like
pinches
that
his
you can't buy
cheek.
as a college
Herb
professor.
pinches his
You know,
cheek. Yeah.
you're beautiful.
You're beautiful, hon.
He gives me a little Telly Savalas, just a little.
Oh, sure. I wish we had more of Jacoby here.
Mhm.
He doesn't do a lot in this episode. He's more of just like
There's
he's
so
a
many.
suspect. He doesn't
He's only
he doesn't
got
really
so
help.
much.
Yeah. He's more of just like he kind of represents the protest sideline story, right? That's all.
Hmm hmm
And I don't even really know why they have to work at the school newspaper. I don't really know what that does for the plot.
I think it's just them being relevant. I mean, civil unrest in the 80s was
Sure.
fairly prominent. I mean, we
Yeah.
think of that as a relatively recent development, but by absolutely no means is it.
No.
Um,
There's actually a scene in the beginning where Jacoby is talking to the vice chancellor, and they have the
mhm.
most kind, gentle, diplomatic conversation about the protest I've ever seen anyone have about a protest.
hmm
What we should play it again when we loop back around, but again,
Which literally had like open
very
flames.
idealistic.
Like it was
Yeah.
also like
And they hung a dummy. They hung a dummy. That's a violent gesture. Didn't Kathy Griffin get canceled for something like that?
a little bit, a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, we have this really nice moment with Dinah Manoff. I want to just play a little bit
Yeah.
because we hear her
Let's do
sing
it.
just a little bit.
That the world belonged to me.
She's just sitting in the kitchen strumming her guitar in her, what do you call it?
Jazzercise
Like
outfit,
jazzercise. I was thinking, yeah,
I
headband and all. She's very charming.
sweetheart.
you
Yeah.
I popped a button on my jeans this morning. I'm fasting till Yom Kippur.
Such a weird.
Stop, I like that.
Meanwhile, I would eat the pizza.
He grabs me. It was plain to see that the world belonged to me. Makes me kind of wonder who wrote the lyrics.
Which we hadn't talked about yet, but yes,
Yeah.
there are lyrics.
Hmm. And they're saying Mike can't write shit. He didn't write these
Right.
lyrics. Who wrote them? So even
And
though
it wouldn't have
like,
been our thieving professor.
yeah, yeah. I like that they use like let's let her sing something.
Yeah.
as a way to sort of reveal this plot point. This is actually
Again,
the
I just
point
don't
in the
know
show.
if it's budget conscious to do all of it this way.
This was actually the point when I watched it and I was like, ah, I wish she were the one. I wish she were
For her
our
to be
lead.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
We also use sort of an antiquated concept to try to find out where somebody might be, the locations of things, because we're looking at area codes, which for
yeah.
the most part don't mean anything anymore.
No.
I mean, they do to a certain degree,
People live all over the
but
place with, yeah, it's
I mean,
irrelevant.
my area code does not match Southern California
Yeah.
at all.
Oh yeah. I've lived all over the country with a Midwest
Yeah, once
number.
you get a number, you're keeping that
That's
number.
it. I've had my number since I was 14 years old. Isn't that wild? That's I can't
Yeah,
kind of can't believe it.
mine must
Um,
have been around that time. When did I get a phone? I got a phone in high school.
let's
Yeah, I
not
don't
date
remember.
ourselves.
Oh,
Let's not
whatever.
reveal the years, but
Whatever.
maybe whatever for you, but I'm a beautiful young lady. Okay.
I know, and I'm
We
a
don't reveal
grizzled
our age.
32-year-old.
Uh,
Um,
so our wife just came home and went upstairs and then heard somebody in her house. And of course it's Papazian looking for that music. So she looks stunning again, by the way.
and now in this high-waisted pants and white blouse,
Sort of like a cream silk blouse. Oh,
uh, the sleeves, and she
and she
shoots, and he runs
rushed through the
through,
window. If this isn't like a
which
Mary Catherine Gallagher window, I don't know what is.
it's so dramatic, and that's where we got our initial shot from in the Tonight on Murder She Wrote
Mhm.
prelude. But it's not funny that we took this long to get there. It's don't run through windows. The glass alone, but also the frame, like that was one of I don't know what you call those kinds of windows where it has multiple
Paned, like
slats. Panes. There you go.
multi-panes. Yeah, yeah, many paned windows. Yeah. You don't really see those in new houses. That's a product
No, that's a product of
of
its time.
old shit.
Old shit.
I couldn't think of the word. Also, if you busted through a window like that, you'd be way more beat up than this guy ends up being, right? It Anybody who thinks it's easy to just run into a window
Not
and run
even that much of
away,
a running start. Like he
no.
really had to.
He was like 2 yards away.
Yeah.
Of
Oh
course,
well, they
now
don't make houses that way
now he's
anymore.
injured. They just don't make them like they used to.
And while we saw him, nobody else knows it was him, but he's got one hand in his pocket and the other hand allowing him to open doors because he's hiding. And that was a little
Yeah.
Atlantis moment, allowing him to get into places because he's walking wounded.
Yeah. Of course, Chad, our protagonist, shows up and starts. One thing I do like about this scene is that he kind of operates in some of these environments the way Jessica would, and that she
Mm,
sort of plays dumb until she drops a piece of information that sort of
yes.
shocks her suspect into complying with her. And I like
Yes.
that. I think it's really smart. It lets us know that he's smart too, even if he doesn't have much else going on.
I know.
Uh,
I'm not mad at the jeans, however. And
he's
this
a
sort of
he's a slim little thing, isn't he?
this Grant Show in Melrose Place shirt jean combo.
Oh, geez.
Me
You're not wrong.
it gives me yeah.
Oh, geez.
Or who is the gay in Melrose? Danny? Was that his name?
That sounds about right. I didn't watch it, so.
Okay. Oh, that talk about salacious.
That's our next series.
Oh my God. I'm sure there's a
Um,
Melrose Place pod out there.
you know.
Um, so they're just going back and forth again, more information about
Oh,
why the
I don't
money.
know if we mentioned
Yeah,
it, by the way. This
yeah.
guy, Papazian, he got
Hmm.
in a fight with Stoneham the same night too, and Mike heard that fight when he was hiding out in that storage closet.
An
So,
argument. Yes.
an argument. Yeah, I don't remember what it was about. He was being fucked over by Stoneham, but
I don't
so
actually know if
he's one
we
of our
know the
viable
specifics.
suspects too. They did
I think
say it.
we
It
hear
has
the
to do
argument.
something with we do. It's just not interesting. It's not
It's
particularly
more of an
memorable. We just
aside.
know that he has he has an
And
angle as a
that
suspect.
happened at the same time as the protest outside.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, we get more. Can we
So,
hear a little bit of Stan?
yeah.
I just love to hear him.
Let's see.
He was in jail. Mr. Hellinger.
Yeah, I'm Max Hellinger. Who are you?
I'm a good friend of Michael Prentice. I was wondering if I might talk to you about the unpublished works of Alden Gilbert.
That Southern accent really comes and goes.
It's like that is not consistent throughout, people.
Grit's all right.
Okay. Let's talk music.
I think you're gonna be pleased with the dinner. Corn po,
I didn't
succotash.
Since the cops still wouldn't let me talk to Prentice, you'll have to do. Do you have the songs or don't you?
Tyler Stoneham was killed just before 10 p.m. 2 nights ago.
2 nights ago, I was in New York City. Let's get back to the music.
2 nights ago, your plane landed at LAX at 6:05. Friend of a friend checked the passenger manifests.
You think I killed him? What for? I needed his music.
Needed his music.
Maybe we was hitting you up for more money.
Maybe you need something stronger to drink than that beer that you're nursing.
Look.
I knew
Shade.
He is very flamboyant in this. He's a lot of fun to watch.
He is.
Mostly. Then he comes along with Blue Lights, first-class material, primo. But even I could figure out he didn't become another Sondheim overnight.
Blue Lights is the name of the show.
At 6.
Right. That's the musical that they're producing.
Wrong, Sonny. I called him.
What time?
Around 9:30 at his office. He said he was going to leave as soon as he got some phone call. We made a breakfast date. I showed up. He didn't. Then I caught the news. Let's get back to those 2 songs.
I haven't got them.
Wait a second.
And as far as I know, neither does anybody else. The only one that can deliver those songs to you, Mr. Hellinger, is Michael Prentice. If you can think of anything that'll help get him out from under this investigation,
There you go.
I suggest you talk to the police. Otherwise, I'm afraid your show's going to be opening up on Broadway minus a couple ballads.
Minus a couple ballads.
Oh yeah, that's how you leverage people.
Yeah, it is funny. Again, they're doing this to sort of also clear Prentice as the suspect.
Hmm.
But it just sort of seems like it would be in the best interest of this, mob boss Broadway guy to just go to the source and get this guy. If he wants those songs, well, he wrote
And pay
them.
him.
Go to the guy who
Pay
wrote
him.
them. Exactly.
Like clearly the songs are nowhere else out there. If they were for your musical and they were to go there,
And
just
even if
have
they
him
were,
rewrite it for you and pay him. It's so
yeah,
easy.
exactly. So no, they've got to go around in this little wild goose
Oh,
expenditure.
and we get our return of Jennifer Holmes as Reagan Miller. The lyricist has been identified.
There we have it, our Leslie Bracus.
Yeah.
It's just a
Oh,
little
I love that deep cut. Bravo, sir. Bravo.
it's just a little tidy to have her
Yeah.
also there.
Yeah.
But remind me, did she knew what she was doing?
No, she didn't understand that he was stealing music, and also he left her name off of the music as well.
There you
So he
go.
was going to fuck
There you
her
go.
over too.
There we
Real
have
bad
it.
guy. That's
Yeah,
3 people, his wife 4,
I know. And
the Vice Chancellor 5.
leveraging
Yeah.
his reputation that he
Mhm.
wouldn't be challenged, which is fascinating because his reputation kind of sucks. So it's just funny
It seems
that
like
he's
nobody
like,
likes him and everybody knows he's
I
terrible.
know. But
Even
once you get to a point,
others even said like he wasn't a good composer. So how did he even get the
yeah,
job? It's
yeah.
very at any kind of research university or institution like this, you have to come in with some sort of viable work to be considered a candidate to teach in a place like this. So if he's
hmm
not good at what he does, there's no way he would have ever even gotten this job unless he was just part of a particularly corrupt school system, right?
Well, he could teach. I mean, there's no reason to say that he wouldn't be able to tell musicians the mechanics of it. He probably knows it mathematically. He's just not
He's not creative.
good at
He doesn't
himself.
have
Yeah,
his
he's not
own
creative.
ideas.
That's it. He's not
That's what it
creative.
is. Yep. That's
So,
fair. That's fair. Oh, Chad has figured it out. All right, Jessica.
Jessica, you gotta walk
Tell
us
us our
through it.
life.
Well, how about you? Have you figured out who killed the good doctor? Well, you can't be hurting for suspects. Heaven knows there were plenty of people with motive and opportunity. But if you've been paying attention, there's one particular clue that should pinpoint the guilty party. See if you can come up with the same answer that Chad did.
Don't
Listen, I don't
condescend to
take
me,
notice.
Jessica.
Chad.
Fletcher or
Chad.
proofreading.
It's
You
been
know
too
how I do
many.
that, sir. Now, you know the drill? I mean, lots of noise. Hey, you're gonna get all the DBs you can handle.
You know what I
I
like
beg your
about it?
pardon.
Because she's kind of
Yeah.
like, are you dumb or aren't you?
Do you get my book? Do you
Yeah.
did you
Yeah.
yeah, it's not like did I fail in providing you anything? You got it's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay,
they're
so here's where things get
recreating the
very
night.
Jessica, right? This is very Murder, She
Yes.
Wrote. Let's just restage the whole thing, a la The Perfect Foil, right?
Yes.
Let's all get in a room and pretend we're redoing what we did before.
And everyone's in
The
on it except for one to two people who need to reveal during the course of
No, everybody's here. Everybody's here.
no, but not
Oh,
everyone
in that
knows
one.
why they're doing it.
Right,
Not
right, right,
everyone
right.
knows what they're doing here.
Yeah.
Because they have to trap people by
Hmm.
recreating. Because
Basically, every
if you,
suspect is here, just like, I guess I'll show up.
yeah,
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 cooperate.
with the exception of Prentice, because Prentice is still in
It's quite a little
jail.
finale, isn't it? Well, and so this is also bizarre. They have apparently a recording of the protest, and Michael Spornak is playing it outside on a boombox. I'm like, is that is that
No,
really gonna do? Is that really gonna
no,
do it? No,
no.
no.
This doesn't say anything. Like you need amplification,
It's
guys. Like it's
absurd.
just not. I know. It reminds me of when they're discussing whether or not what's his name Martin Landau could have been shot in his office while
Oh yeah.
Connor was drumming,
Hmm.
and she plays off this tiny little player, this
Hmm.
little shimmy shaker music. Let's just say one of the girls is dancing. What?
She like plays it off of her iPhone. Speaker mode. Yeah.
Oh, now Prentice
Uh,
is here.
yeah.
He is
So they're all basically taking their place. I don't know if we need to like rehash what's actually happening here.
well. They're doing. That's what they're doing.
They're doing it for us. Y'all just go watch it. Go watch it.
I know.
It's not
It's
that fun for
all.
us to describe.
It's basically just to let people know one character. Actually, and the interesting thing is they bring Stonem's wife, who says that she was at home when some comedy show was playing.
Hmm. Some comedy
So why
show.
is she here for the recreation? If not to somehow implicate her or
Other,
give her information on her husband's
yeah,
death.
yeah. Also the DA here or the
Yes.
attorney. What a throwaway. What a throwaway. He really leans in and
Yeah.
plays this fussy, hyperactive guy well, but just another resume mark, right?
Just da, 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 da. Now I want you to argue loudly.
If you were a grown adult and like a
Is
21-year-old college student was like, "Can you please do this for me?" How
would
would
you
you feel about
mind?
it?
I mean,
Would you humor him or be like,
I'd like to
"What is
commit
this
to the bit.
nonsense?" Yeah.
I don't know. It
Yeah.
depends, frankly, on how interested I was in being helpful
Mhm.
or getting credit. I
Literally the
don't
whole
know
cast
because
is here. I'm looking at the
the
IMDb.
clue,
Every single person except the pianist is here.
the clue that Jessica says that we should have caught on by now, I feel was so much earlier in the show that
The
I
clue
don't
was
know
really soon. Yeah.
how we would remind ourselves of that. And we'd have to have a sense of what call forwarding was again. Okay, we're getting
Yeah.
another detail from. Do you think she got this idea? She wrote this novel after We're Off to Play the Wizards events. She got the idea for
All
call
this
forwarding.
phone stuff, yeah.
Um,
And frankly, you remember in that episode we were like, I don't really care about the details. Sounds like it makes sense. It's kind
it's
of how I feel
enough, right?
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's sort of
Um, well, so she makes this phone call from this payphone. He said, "Hey, that phone never rang at this point." And then everybody turns to look at Christine, and her face goes white as a sheet.
the call you said you made to your husband during the commercial break. It never happened. It's such a specific.
Yeah. Well, and we kind of, frankly, if you really lay this out, the clues are very obvious. But at the time this episode aired, you have to do this recreation because we did not remember all of that very quick succession of events in the beginning when he was killed, right? So I get why they do this
Yeah,
recreation, sure.
sure.
And you can piece it together at that point. But also when she was talking to her, the widow, she made such a big deal about watching the comedy show, and I think I called it this
Mm.
point. It's almost too obvious in a way.
It's
Do you know what I mean?
I do. I do.
Yeah.
I do. Uh
It's like I could
it's
literally
just
just
sort
like
of
watch the episode, write the details, and be like, "Yep, that's it." It's almost not challenging enough. Is this like an elementary sort of way of looking at a mystery? Is this for young adult readers? I don't know. It's interesting.
I mean, really all it does is it removes her alibi. It doesn't prove she killed him. Does
Well,
it?
she of course, well, it proves that she lied,
Yeah. And it
which
proves that she was at the house. She was here rather than the house.
right.
So that
Well,
just makes her
actually it
there.
doesn't even prove that. Wait, do they say that they saw her there? No, nobody even says they saw her there.
No one saw her there, but the phone call that she had to make had to have happened here for it to not, right? For that
Because there's something, if she had called from the
light.
house, it would have. But I don't think she called him. That's the thing. What Jessica tells us what happened. She never made the call is what happened because there was a third call that came in. The light blinked in that closet that Mike was in, and that didn't happen the night that he was there. Only two
Right.
internal calls or something or calls out were made. But in this case, a call came in. No, wait. I'm getting ahead of myself. She didn't make the call, is the point. So this third call never happened.
That's right, man. Never rang. The call you said you made to your husband during the commercial break never happened.
But
There are no buts, ma'am, because you said you talked to your husband, which you did not. Fact, I believe, will be validated by your next month's phone bill. It's a toll call. The only thing I don't know is, was Mr. Simon in on it with you?
no, no, he wasn't. Tyler was my problem.
Hmm. So Prentice's okay, let's
Yeah.
say Jessica.
Poor Christine. It was only a little slip, but those are the ones that get you. She's come to the office to surprise her husband. They fought, and long-suffering Christine finally went over the edge. Michael was cleared, of course. And when last seen, he and Regan Miller were boarding a plane with Max Hellinger headed for the Great White Way. As for Chad and Jenny, I've been noodling with this idea for a sequel in which they travel to Mississippi so that she can meet the folks. On the way, they run into this defrocked priest and a professional wrestler and just happen to be... Oops, I'm getting ahead of myself. Maybe we just better wait for the sequel. Thanks for dropping by, and good night.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Get the hell out of here. Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
Um, First things first,
Well, yeah. Yeah.
I just love Karen Grassel as Christine in the last scene. She has like three lines, but I can't keep my eyes off her face. She's acting the hell
Mm.
out of it. She's great.
Just
Also, it was not a little slip. It was a very obvious, intentional thing she said to create an alibi that could be disproven. And that's why I don't think it's even sloppy the way some of them are. It feels too obvious. It feels too like she should know better.
well, that's the thing. This is a fiction of a fiction.
Yeah.
So the idea is not just is it logical that this proposed real life situation that Jessica is a part of happened, if that makes sense, or what you
Hmm.
happen. This is, in theory, a completely made up story that Jessica wrote.
Yep.
And you kind of have to have a more pronounced slip in a novel because you don't see nuance in novels. You have to
Sure.
give the audience the information pretty forcefully. Um,
Okay. Okay. This is a good
which I
argument.
mean, this is, I mean, well, it's complicated because again, they
Yeah.
painted themselves into a specific corner.
Hmm.
Um, and since we're technically getting a recreation of what Jessica's telling us, the question then becomes, are we getting a literal transcription of the events or are we getting a summary? Because if so, that's still a fairly unsatisfying conclusion because we don't get the big confession. We don't get
Yeah.
the big like wrap up that we
Yeah.
would normally
Oh, it's so
because
brief.
quote we don't need to.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, also look at her with that big old tome in front of her now that we've gone back and she's sitting next to her fire with this book. And
Mhm.
in reality, this story is a novella at best, right?
It's a quick 40-minute mystery. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean less with the Jessica bits.
Yeah.
Uh
Yeah. Which frankly take up a
so
fair chunk of the runtime. I'd
they
say a good
do. I mean that's
seven or eight
yeah.
minutes is Jessica. But
Galli's on her new book.
again,
Yes.
yeah, it is her
Yeah.
book. It is her book.
Does it say? Actually, we see just the barest glimpse of what it might be called.
Who can we see?
I'm trying to. Let's see. So she's coming down the stairs again.
If it's
She
called
picks it
Murder in the
up.
Minor Key,
Is it actually the book called that?
I don't know. Let's find out. If it is, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Uh,
Oh, that's too,
oh my
I think that's
God.
too
It's
obscure.
awfully small.
Good luck.
Murder in a minor
It
key.
is. It is. It
I
is.
think it must
Okay.
be
Okay.
in a minor something. There's another word there. Murder in
No, no,
a
that's it. That's definitely Murder in the
minor.
Minor Key. That is it.
Okay, look at the second line. In takes up a little bit of space. A takes up a little bit of space.
Oh,
M-I-N.
in a
There's too much something
minor,
key.
minor C major key. I don't know.
I know, like it's
We're
just
getting
too long.
the shortened version
It's
on Prime.
just a little too long.
Yeah.
Oh, she does. Oh, well, she does then also say it. We're straining to see.
We
And she says, well, at least they got the title right. Murder in a Minor Key. Yeah, shut up.
uh, Hey, we need to make
Uh,
content, okay?
yeah, I know, I know. Um, as we already fawned over her ornate fireplace, so for an audio podcast.
That's what we
Um,
really cared about at first, yeah.
yeah. Okay, so if we were hearing this story, would we think this was a successful story? Is this a good book?
Okay, I think the number of suspects is great, and everybody feels like they have a motive. The victim, absolutely vile. We don't mind that he goes, as you often say.
Hmm.
Um, and so it lets us move past that sort of emotionality into the mechanics of the murder. Um, Things that sort of are shortchanged for me are Jenny's role. We don't really get to see her do anything other than report
She's
back to
silent with a
Chad.
stopwatch by the
Yeah,
end.
honestly. And she doesn't even really get the same credit that Chad takes during the recreation. And that bothers me a little bit. I know she's the Watson, I get it, but when she shows up on screen being the more interesting character,
Mhm.
it's just a little disappointing. And then, like I've already said, I think the revealing clue that Christine gives away is a little too obvious. It's too broad. It's
Mm,
not clever. And so I don't think this is a clever story as much as it is like a standard story. So I don't know if I would buy this over The Corpse Dance at Midnight. You know what I
with the
mean?
pregnant ballerina.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and then maybe that's one of the reasons that they went with something like this for a non-Jessica mystery, is it
Hmm.
allowed it to not, like maybe they didn't know how to insert her. Like, where would she have been? How
Yeah.
would she have been part of this? What
Hmm.
role would she have played? Who would she have been friends with? Who would her connection be?
Yeah.
Because in theory, she would have to know Prentice because the role usually is that she's there to
Hmm.
exonerate the suspect.
Right.
But that's not always the case.
Right.
That's not always the case. She didn't know the victim in well, I guess she was still trying to exonerate Tolliver, even though she didn't know the victim
Yeah.
per se.
Right.
But
There are also like a lot of details though that are a part of this murder that the police don't have any care in the world to investigate that this college
Right.
kid then has to do. And that feels very implausible to me as well. Um,
It's a leap because we have to have this guy having the music, for some reason the pianist playing it at the bar, him
mhm.
being at the bar to hear it. That's why, again, this is a cozy mystery, not a documentary.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
it
a very
just does
small world,
require a
right?
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of things to fall into the same place.
hmm one thing I do like about it though is that again, I said I like the college sort of youthful energy of it. And I also like that the adult characters underestimate the younger characters in this. And I think that genius and cleverness exists all over the place, right? You don't have to be a 60-year-old murder mystery writer to be able to figure this shit out.
Mhm.
I think, again, where it falls short is why didn't the police figure this out?
Well, and it's also interesting because the kids are prove one of the adults did it, as opposed to the kids proving another kid did it,
hmm
and that's another
hmm
like Bye Bye Birdie sort of
Totally.
kids versus adults situation. Um,
Speaking of
and it
Broadway,
also, well, and it's what it is it shows that the rotten core is not just resumed, is not merely in academia. It's also that
hmm
this generation of folks is also capable
yeah,
of being that.
right. Well, and similarly, the adults and the professionals in this have no ethics, and the kids are progressive, forward
Hmm.
thinkers with ideas. And so that's kind of a clear tone setting thing in this piece, right? I
It's
like,
frequent in
yeah,
the school episodes. In the
hmm
school episodes, it's very often
yeah,
kids versus adults,
yeah,
or just or young adults, like burgeoning adults
right,
who are,
right.
which
I'm
is
trying to
again similar
think.
to the young versus old. It's the same thing as rich versus poor, which is the same thing men
Yeah,
versus women. They do that all the time.
it's a very sort of
So,
punch up is not the word I'm looking for, but there is an element
mm, hmm.
of taking ownership over antiquated, dysfunctional, and toxic systems, right? I like that.
Right,
I like that.
right.
And I like the perspective that Murder, She Wrote has on that in general. I think they
That children
often
are our
show us
future
that the folks that are marginalized the most are often the ones
will
who
rise up
save the day. In fact, in our next episode, uh, our marginalized
as
you
you
know what I'm
call
talking
it.
about. You know what I'm talking about. Our marginalized character saves the day. And
Yeah,
I like that Murder, She Wrote has that attitude. It's rarely the establishment that wins in the end.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all very agenda driven. It's all very woke. It's all very
It kind
it
of is,
is
yeah,
all
yeah, it
very,
really
yeah.
is.
Um, I want to just get back to the night of the murder because I want to. Okay, so
Shall we
I'm
narrate the series of
skipping.
events? Yeah.
So he's in the closet,
hmm
or he's in the music room. The protest is going on. George Grizzard is on the phone. Operator, I'd like you to try a number for me. I've tried
hmm
it several times and it may be out of order. Area code 619.
Do you want to listen to it? The
Um,
sequence?
oh sure.
Why not?
Why not? We have time, we have energy.
Yeah.
Operator, I'd like you to try a number for me. I've tried it several times and it may be out of order. It's area code 619 555 4027.
Light goes on.
Michael's
Light
in the
goes off.
closet because he's making an outside call. Peeks his head out, sees Capazian stumble into Stoneham's office.
Parpazian.
Drunk as a skunk.
Papazian.
Papazian. Papazian.
Okay, so the idea that the light went out
Does that mean
and
he's not
nothing
on the
rang.
phone, right?
I don't know.
Well, because he made a call. He made an outside call. So he made a call out.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I thought that light was merely indicating that someone was on the line.
I thought it meant that someone was calling in.
But the phone
Well,
didn't
let's see what
ring.
happens. Let's see what happens in the closet next. Ooh, I'd love to see what happens in the closet next.
Nothing
Put
really, as
Vice
far as I
Chancellor
know,
Simon in there, in fact.
because they have this little yell, and then he goes to the window. Oh, that's what he's arguing about.
Oh, because
Auberjonois is
he's
mad that he's another one who's been not credited,
removed. Yeah.
but not for music, something else.
Oh, and he wants to be his replacement when he leaves, and so that's how he's lording this power over him. What a dick.
I know.
This guy
I
is
know.
such a dick.
Oh, it's actually another college one that we covered, which is a superior one, obviously, because we love it, is the School for Scandal,
Yeah,
where it's another
absolutely.
situation where it's an adult who
Holy
makes the
shit.
decision, and they're
Do you see that protest? By the way, I hate to pause you, but
yeah, go ahead.
they Vice Chancellor Simon, our hunk, that's
Hmm.
they put his name on that dummy that they hung. That's wild.
Is that too much for you? Is that
I mean,
incitement?
all I hear from is that Vice Chancellor Simon is hung. So
Well, can we do that in a post Charlie Kirk world?
I don't think so. These people would be Spitfire roasted for this. Anyway, you
Power
were
of the
saying, I'm
press.
sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's all good. I was just comparing again the youth being blamed and then cleared in the case
Hmm.
of School for Scandal, because it
Hmm.
turns out to be our Roddy McDowell,
Yeah, our
who's just
unethical
mad.
panel of teachers. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so he's back in the closet. He sees them. He goes back into out of the instrument storage. Yeah, we spent so little on that phone. I don't know. There has to be a clue that that's how the phone works. Is there? Did we miss it?
Did they say it at the end again? Because all we saw was him in there. He calls out. So what didn't happen was a call did not come into that phone. And what
Yeah,
Christine told us was that she called into that phone. Victor, do we just not know how phones worked in 1987?
that might have been the key, but I don't know why we would know that. Like, why would we think that?
I feel like
I
we were
don't
doing the
know.
same thing with We're Off to Kill the Wizard. We were like, how does the phone thing work? What the hell?
And I think we're meant to just sort of wave by it, but I don't know. I don't think I can. I find that to be such a
L-
there has to
Let's
be
go back
talk.
to the
Okay.
reenactment. Let's go to the reenactment because that'll lay out all the details that we were supposed to have seen.
I swear
But
they
why does
just
it feel like
glide
something's
right by
missing
it.
here, right?
They just glide right by it.
Yeah.
She said, okay, so Jenny says something, or not Jenny.
I couldn't find his office, and all of a sudden there were these policemen coming out from all different directions. I think it was shortly after 10 o'clock. I just left.
It's terrific. Everyone but the Pope is at the college that night, and Michael's the one they find standing over the body. Forgive me, I'm ODing on frustration here.
If you'll excuse me, I have to get back home. There's something that I wrote for television, and I forgot to set my tape machine.
No kidding, you wrote for TV?
Yeah, it's just a jingle for a real estate commercial. Not Broadway, but it pays the rent. Look, I think it starts at 7:15. If I rush, I can just make it.
Well, thank you for coming.
that makes him think
Oh, the TV show at the time that Christine
at
told me
seven
she was
o'clock.
watching when she made a phone call. And then he's putting together what Michael said happened in that storage closet and all the pieces, and what Christine said doesn't fit because it's an extra piece that doesn't fit into the puzzle.
With the face. So, do I get first prize or what?
Darla, you're not going to believe this, but I think I just figured out which fox got in the hen house.
I'm Southern. It's
I use phrases like fox and hen house.
just I'm so lost.
It's so quick. It's so quick.
Parnell, pick up the receiver and pretend to be dialing out. All right, Mike, now what?
After about 30 seconds.
Okay, so he must have said
When
something
so when you
in
dial out, the light goes on, but it rings in that closet when the call comes in. And no ringing happened in that closet. He only saw lights go on when calls were going out, like the call George Grizzard made to say, "Hey, I'm trying to get in touch with this number." But no calls came in. And Christine said she called in. I think that's what we're trying to gather here, right?
there. Then we must have spent some time with
So the light's on.
looking for
That means he's on the phone.
Papazian went into the hall.
Mr. Parnell, you can hang up the phone.
Okay, so the phone and then the light goes off in the closet. Papazian goes and argues with him. He waits.
Now, I want the two of you to argue.
Audience, you're gonna listen to this and you're gonna figure it out with us. Damn it.
Hope this isn't boring, and if it is,
It's too
I
late.
don't care.
You've already spent
You're
your time.
invested.
You think I do?
So what's even the point of having the protest music outside? How does that even have anything to do with this?
Like the night of the murder. It's pretty noisy.
Possibly to either be subterfuge or to illustrate the noise that you wouldn't have been able to hear.
So we couldn't totally hear the conversation or the argument. Maybe that's the point.
Or
who he was
the
talking to.
phone ringing?
But in the
Fucking
closet
know.
he's in, the phone is ringing into it. This is also weird. He's in this storage closet, and it indicates when someone's calling another office.
Quarter to the hour. You'll just place that call to your husband.
See now. Yeah, this is the call that comes in.
Which she does from this phone in the
Yeah.
which again would have been is that I guess it's a that counts as an outside phone.
Yes, because it's a payphone, so it's not part of the phone network here. And they're saying, "Hey, it never rang. It never rang like that. The light never went on and it rang like that."
So you wouldn't have called your husband.
Yeah.
Oh, you said you meant to your husband.
And she said she would have called. She told us she'd called from home, and so that would be indicated on the phone record.
Because
A
that
toll
also
call
would have
would
been a
not.
pay call.
This one is not going to be on her record, obviously, but so they'll be able to prove that she never made that call like she said she did.
Right.
I
I feel
think
like it
that's the
almost
gist
would
of it.
it would almost make more sense if they indicated that she made the phone call from school. Like it feels like that should be the hint that she says she was home, but she really made it from the school. That would place her at the school.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be the usual direction of
That does
alibi
feel like a
removal.
more typical way of doing this, and that's less
Because then it would
that's
still
less
like he
obvious,
still got
right?
the call. Then he still got the call.
Well, that's
But
what I mean.
that's not
It
what they're
seems too
doing.
easy. It's too easy.
All it is that they,
Oh, there was one extra call that never happened, so she lied. That's it. That's the clue.
and therefore killed him. And therefore
Yeah.
killed him.
And she
Her not
crumbles
calling him
immediately. She crumbles
when she
immediately.
says, well,
And
that's
her
what you
even
gotta
making
do.
up, she didn't just like off the cuff say like, "Oh yeah, I made a call." She told a deliberate story that could be disproven with a phone record. So it wasn't a little slip, it was like a big blunder.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
so
yeah, I
I'm
don't
going
love
back just to the confession
that.
scene of I beg your pardon.
Finding a fox in the hen house don't necessarily mean nothing.
Oh, there's his fox in the hen house. See, that's why he.
Jeez.
The security guy, Hargrove, comes in, catches Mike going through the files, and then he spots Stoneham sprawled out on the floor.
Oh, see, I was hoping that I had missed something in their
No,
conversation.
no, you didn't, Victor. You didn't miss anything. Just it. It's not that complicated. It's too easy.
We're trying to make it too complicated.
We're trying to make it one of our shining lights episodes of Murder She Wrote, and it just ain't that.
But I feel like if it was more complicated, then it would just make more sense. Things would stick out more. Like this doesn't seem fair.
Well, it's true. When I rewatched this for this, I remember thinking like, oh, she just said this thing about watching the TV show. That's so obvious. She's the killer. It can't be that easy. Alas, it is.
Alas, poor York. Well, there we have it.
Womp, womp, womp.
All right, final thoughts.
So, what do you think of this episode?
I guess I find it a little bit more frustrating than I thought I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
it goes by pretty smoothly. Again,
Yeah.
it's not a complicated situation. Everyone's very familiar. It's a little dated, sure, but it's not jarring. It's not, it's fine. It's
It's
fine.
fine. It's fine.
Um,
Great guest stars here. Great guest stars.
sure, sure. Yeah,
That's the reason to watch this.
everyone came to work.
Also,
Everyone did their job,
is
but
this the most crossovers for the Golden Girls that we've seen in an episode?
in a single episode, yes.
There's a lot.
Yes, there are.
We have
Yes, there
Scott
are.
Jacoby, we have uh
Herb
Dinah
Edelman,
Manoff, Herb Edelman, George Grizzard,
and I think there might even be one more.
one of these smaller characters.
Oh no, Rene Auberjonis was never in Murder, She
He
Wrote.
looks like he should have been, doesn't he?
He looks like he should
I
have been.
thought for sure he was some sort
Yeah,
of like asshole character or bad date or something, but no.
yeah.
No.
He is in my head. I keep thinking of him in Frasier. He plays Frasier's
Yeah.
mentor,
Yeah.
but no, he never made it to Murder, She Wrote. He also was in Benson. He was
That's right.
one of the leads of Benson.
Was he the father?
So we've no, he was the business part.
Hmm.
Fuck, now I don't
I
remember.
know so little about Benson, just sort of the outline of what it
We
is. Yeah.
husband and I watched it real like rapid fire during our first move here,
Hmm.
and I don't recall everything. I think it's his business partner.
While you do that, I'm just going to look at Vice Chancellor Simon on screen right
He's the
now.
chief of staff to the governor.
I'm sorry, what?
So he's the chief of staff to the governor. Sure.
Got it.
Yes.
So I
But he
have a
has
question for
a
you.
lot of banter. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. What do you want to know about the music school business
I don't
based on
remember
this
now.
episode?
I know. I thought we were going to spend more time
No, it's just the
on the
setting.
construction of it.
Yeah. It would have been
Well,
really
I do.
cool to like be at a music class at some point or something. I don't know. But we don't ever get to do anything like that, except when Jessica uh, confronts
He
that
interrupts.
professor. Do you remember
He
when she confronts them?
interrupts the
Oh, he's having a
when
rehearsal. That's right,
Grizzard.
at the very beginning.
Yeah, your disruption with his undone bow tie.
You
It's
know,
all
you're in
and his
rehearsal, you're tussled and
he's not tussled. He's put together. He's wearing it like an ass crack. God damn it.
it
The sweaters in this
is
episode.
weird. Also, that
Yeah,
entire
yeah.
auditorium is yellow on the inside. Yellow. The walls, the seats, yellow. The curtains, yellow.
Why
How
does it have a
fucking
pipe organ?
ugly is that?
Why
What
does
is
it have a
happening
pipe
here?
organ?
Yeah,
Do you see the pipes in the wall? Is that
yeah.
common?
I'm trying to, is that a pipe in the back? I can't even tell.
Hang on. We see him when he storms out. Right there.
Oh
See
yeah,
that little
yeah,
pipe organ right
yeah.
there? Just hanging out.
That's an organ. Yep.
Yeah.
This does look like yeah. This looks like an academic venue. Absolutely.
It probably was.
Yeah, recital hall. Totally.
Yeah.
And very economical too.
Flats in the back. Sort of
I give it a passing grade.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, shit.
I don't know. I'll give
Um,
my final kudos to Herb Edelman, Dinah Manoff, and Karen Grassel in particular. I think they're really good and the strongest pieces in this episode.
certainly.
Yeah. Herb should play more of these sort of flamboyant, big characters. He always
I
gets
don't,
sort of
to
the
be honest with
everyman
you,
role, and I like this better almost.
he worked, and I've not seen a lot of his work. But he really did a lot
He's
of
in
stuff.
everything. He's in everything.
But he's in everything that I haven't seen. Like
Yeah.
he's just been there's so many. So he's in Barefoot in the Park with Redford and Fonda. He's
Hmm.
in The Good Guys, which was a sitcom he starred in. Uh, he was in Big John Little John, which I
Oh
guess
yeah.
was a sitcom. I don't know it. I
I've
don't
only seen
remember him in
clips, but yeah.
California Suite. Oh, he is in Wayward
That's the
Bar.
one. Is California Suite the one? Oh no, I'm thinking of Amanda's by the Sea. Different.
Yeah, California Suite is mostly a farce, mostly with oh God, it's sort of like it's a Neil Simon. It's like a
Hmm,
these happen in different rooms. It's fun. It's
sure.
another one that's a little dated, but
Hmm.
Maggie Smith is particularly wonderful in it. So, well, I don't know if I have anything else to say,
Yeah.
frankly.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I can dig it. You know what's funny is I think I like this episode less than I did when I started. I
Oh
feel like I
no.
walked in a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's one of those ones that deconstructing it has made me think that much more about the frustration, which is funny because what was that Lake House one with Pat Hingle? I
Hmm.
remember liking that more, having sat down with you and deconstructing
Hmm.
it at every moment. I think I
Yeah.
understood it more. Here, I think I understand this less.
I think this one really just rides on the performances. It's a weaker mystery. It's not as interesting. It's very basic, and we don't
The
get
stakes are
Jessica.
real low too.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
stakes are so low. Who
Yeah.
fucking cares? Awful guy gets
Kinda.
killed. Broadway show might not have two songs. So fucking like it's so like
Yeah.
what are the stakes here, Jessica? What this is no pregnant ballerina. This is no
Yeah.
missing dachshund. This is all
I
yeah,
mean, at least we have a
not a
lady
hit.
killer, right?
And we do get an action scene where she points a gun at Rene Auberjonis and shoots
Yeah.
at him and he
Yeah.
flies through a window. No wonder they used that in the opening.
That window, I'm telling you, is an SNL set.
I would be so mad.
Hmm.
Break my fucking property like that. Do you have any idea how hard it is to replace
A whole
windows?
window? That's a framing thing, baby.
Jesus. With the slats, with the panes in the living room?
Yeah.
So what? My living room now has a hole in it?
You have a big black trash bag over that window for a few days.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Well, I guess
I
that's
think
as
that sums
exciting
it
as it
up.
got.
That sums it
Uh,
up. Unbelievable.
uh,
Yep. There we go.
oh, there is one more. This girl here. Hang on. She just came back up on the screen. I gotta find her. The girl who calls
This is
uh
Pauline. Paris Vaughn as Pauline.
no. Pauline's
No,
friend. Oh, wait, Pauline in
no,
this sweater here?
in the pink sweater? Isn't that her?
Yeah. Let me see.
This is Jenny's friend, right? Yeah, this is Jenny's friend, Pauline.
Yes. Yeah. This is Pauline. Okay. Hang
There's
on.
nothing in this. Nothing.
She's the phone call to what's her name? She's one of the cheerleaders in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the
Yeah, she
movie. That's
is.
where I know her
That's
from.
right.
That's where I know her
Uh-huh.
from. I was trying to place her, and that's why I wanted to, because she appears for 5 seconds. She's also our only person of color in this entire fucking episode that's set on a college campus. But anyway, oh
Well,
no,
yeah.
we do have another. We have Hargrove. Yeah. Anyway,
Our cop,
well,
yeah.
uh, next week we get a little bit more meat on the bone with and more about television deconstructing, which is always interesting for a TV show to talk about
Hmm.
the television industry.
And
It's
strange
super
that we
meta.
just had an episode this season that kind of covers the same type of TV show. Expose kind of. Do you remember
Scrutiny.
our
Scrutiny.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, scrutiny?
That one seems to be a little bit more Access Hollywood slash hard copy.
Right. And this
This one
is
is more Consumer
Consumer
Report.
Report.
Yeah. But it's got the return of Morgan Stevens, our hunky evil guy from School for Scandal,
Hmm.
Adrienne Barbeau from Jessica Behind Bars, some good strong performances,
George
and
Takei, isn't it?
a particularly dated performance from George Takei. But you know
Oh,
what?
honey.
We'll give it to him. We'll give it to him. Um,
You know what? I'm
and
happy to see him.
a fun murder victim. Actually, he's a
Yeah.
dick, but he's actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
So I look forward to that one. That'll be next week. But for now, I'm Victor Devon.
I'm petrified.
And
And
this
this
was
was tonight
tonight
on
on Murder,
Murder,
She
She
Wrote.
Wrote.
Sort of.
Kinda.
In a little bit.
Yeah.
With
Did you
fluffy
think the song
slippers.
was any good? Did you like the song that he wrote?
The world belonged to me. It's very catchy, but
Yeah,
that's all we hear. We just hear that one hook. I would love to hear more of it, frankly.
would be nice.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
See,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
you remember it more than I do.
Oh,
I
yeah.
I
Yeah.
have in my notes, song is shit.
Oh, no, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I mean, it's not, I mean, again, all he had to do was like change a couple of keys, change a couple of notes, and he didn't have to
Verbatim?
steal it directly.
Really?
I know.
Yeah.
Different arrangement, even.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, sloppy. Sloppy.
Lazy.
And that's why he's dead.
Deserved.